Good morning. Today we are going to start a new chapter, chapter number 13, that is the manufacturing industries. Okay. We will start it soon. Yeah.
તારે ચા પીવડાવે એને. તારે પીપી ના કરવાની હોય. અને કાલે તો ક્યાં ભાગી ગયો તો ભાઈ તારે પીધા વગર
क्या किताब
જતું રહ્યું.
नीचे जतो साढ़ा
નીચે હતો. અમે નીકળ્યા હતા તું ક્યાં?
12 વાગ્યા સુધી હું નીચે બેઠો હતો કાલે 12 વાગ્યા સુધી
એટલે
12 ભલા 12:30 સુધી હું ને છાયાબેન હા સ્ટાફ રૂમમાં હા જો ને પૂછો પણ અરે પૂછો યાર એમએસ પટેલ ને પૂછો હું અમે હું એમએસ અને છાયાબેન અમે આટલા જોડે જ હતા સાડા સાડા 12 સુધી okay guys industries let's we understand the meaning of the industries the process in which man can change the natural resources into usable condition according to his intellectual culture and economic capability and the capacity is called as industry. So here the natural resources get modified, get changed as per the requirement of the people, as per the demand of the people, by using the intellectuality, by using the wisdom, by using the tech. That is called as the industries. Ancient India. Here we are talking about the ancient India now. That the industries were prevailing in India since the ancient time, since the time of the Mohenjo-daro. And that particular industries used to known as the proto-industries. It is not mentioned in your book, but in the 10th standard CBSE book, it is mentioned that earlier it was called as a proto-industries. Those industries were completely handicraft industries and completely without machineless, you can say the machineless industries were there, and the India was producing so many different varieties and the products, and those industries used to called as a proto industries. As we all know, the industrial development and the industries are the backbone of the country. The economical development is completely depend on the industries. And if you want to become a strong, powerful country, then your industrial power, your industrial sector, your industrial department should be the strong. The countries like United States of America, Russia, Japan, South Korea are the prosperous and developed nation on the basis of on their industrial development. In India, manufacturing industries contribute about 29% of the national production of India. So whatever we are gaining the national production, that production from the manufacturing industries is 29%. Question may be asked for the 1 mark or in the fill in the blanks. The administrative policies of the British rule brought down the backbone of the country, and because of that, the economy of the village completely collapsed. Small scale industries adversely affected by the rules and by the policy of the Britishers. In the 1853, the first industrial complex of iron furnace based on charcoal was founded, but it was failed. The first successful attempt was made in 1854 in the cotton textile industry. Thereafter, a jute mill was established in 1855 at the Risra near the Kolkata. In the year of 1874, a factory was founded at Kulti for making the iron ore, which was closed after few years. It was restarted in the 1881, and in the 1907, a new dimension was provided with the founding of the TISCO, that is Tata Iron and Steel Company at the Jamshedpur, and the iron and steel industry got a great impulse and the impulsion, you can say, in the field of industrial development in the country. So it was 1907, Jamshedpur, TISCO, Tata Iron and Steel Company. Classification of industries. Let's we see the classification of industries. There are various division can be made. The industries can be classified on the various bases. Let's we see all of them on the basis of the labor. Industries can be classified on the basis of the human labor, ownership, and the sources of the raw material. So, on the basis of the human resources and the human being or the human labor, the industries can be divided into two parts, that is the small scale industries and the large scale industries. Small scale industries and the large scale industries, those industries where more employment is available is known as a large scale industries, and those industries where the small employment can be available is called as a small scale industry. Here examples of the large scale industries, that is cotton textile, and the small scale industries are making of small products, you can say, uh, making of the, let me guess, a small scale industries, you can say, making of the books, paper, and making of the jaggery, making of sugar. They are the small scale, but sugar can be a large scale, but making of jaggery, it's a small scale industry where the less number of the people and more people can be employed. Okay. Beside this, the industries can be classified as a private, public, collaborative, and the cooperative groups. Collaboratives and the cooperatives. Collaboratives means the government and the private sector both have a collaboration, the sharing of some parts. Similarly in the cooperative, the government and the private sector both work together, that is the cooperatives. Yes, having it. Here I am now. So we were talking about a classification of the industries. So we discussed large scale industries and the small scale industries. On the basis of the sources of the raw material, the industries can be classified into agro based and the mineral based industries. So here we have seen the classification of the industries on the basis of a human labor. The industries can be classified into the small scale industries and the large scale industries on the basis of on the basis of the ownership. The industries can be classified into the private, public, cooperative, and collaborative. And on the basis of the sources of the raw material, the industries can be classified into two, that is the agro based industries and the mineral based or the metal based, which having the raw material of agro or agricultural raw material, they are called as agro based industries. For example, cotton textile industry, jute textile industry, then sugar industries, jaggery, sugar, paper making industry, rubber factory, rubber making industries. They having their raw material, and this raw material derived from the agriculture or from the nature. That is the agro-based industries, and those industries, mineral, completely based on mineral or the metal, you can say. For example, iron ore industry, aluminum industry, bauxite industries. These industries are called as a mineral-based industries. Okay.
Mineral-based industry, iron and steel industry, aluminum refining industry, copper industry, પછી
Petrol industry.
પેટ્રોકેમિકલ એમાં આવે?
Petrochemical. Okay, so here we are going to discuss about agro-based industries now. Cotton textile, jute, silk, woolen textile, sugar, paper, etc. are the industry based on the raw material obtained from the activity based on the agriculture. So the raw material of these above mentioned factories or the industries are coming from the agriculture department or agriculture sector. That's why these industries are said to be the agro-based industry. Let's we see about the cotton textile, which is one of the most important topic of this chapter. You may be asked for the 2 marks question. Garment industry has an important place in the industrial economy of the India. The industries provide employment about 3.5 crore people. This is one of the most important thing that this industries. Okay, here you might have heard the two terminologies, firms and industries. Firm is a single unit while industries is a group of the firms, that is the industries. So textile industries are providing 3.5 crore job to the people. 3.5 crore people are employed in the cotton textile industry. Textile industry is the industry which provides the maximum employment in the country. India holds second rank after the China in the export of the cotton textile. This is also one of the most important thing you must understand, that the India is the second of exporter. India is the second exporter of the cotton. Okay. Now here मैं आपको एक चीज और बताना चाहता हूँ. I would like to share something with you, and that is the trade war. Trade war. There is a trade war between the China and America. There is a trade war between the America and China. China refused to purchase or import anything from the America, and America also refused to purchase or sell anything of China. So here India is getting benefit. इंडिया इज गेटिंग बेनिफिट. इट्स लाइक दो बिल्ली में बंदर का बंदर इन द सेंस कि दो बिल्ली जब लड़ रही है, तो आपने एग्जांपल नहीं सुना होगा कि ये बंदर खा गया, ऐसे अ बेनिफिट. सो ये दो लड़ रहे हैं, दो कंट्री आर फाइटिंग विथ ईच अदर in the terms of economy. China and America both are fighting, while India is getting benefit of it. How? Here it is mentioned that the China is the first exporter. China is the first and the prime exporter of the cotton textile. India stand at the second position. Now America has stopped purchasing textile from the China. So वो किसके पास जाएगा? दूसरे प्रोड्यूसर के पास, प्रोड्यूसर नंबर 2 and India. So this is how we got the economical benefit. Okay, आगे देखते हैं. First cotton mill was established in the Mumbai. Thereafter, Shahpur mills and the Calico mills were established in Ahmedabad in the Gujarat. So first cotton textile mill was established in the Mumbai, then Ahmedabad. In the initial year, the cotton textile mill were established in the Mumbai and Ahmedabad. These mills established due to the cheap cotton, availability of the labor transportation, availability of the labor transportation facility, ports for the export, and the favorable market. Today, cotton textile mills are located in about 100 cities of the countries, and the main traditional and the important centers are present at Ahmedabad, Mumbai, Bhiwandi, Solapur, Kolhapur, Nagpur, Indore, and Ujjain. So these are the various centers found in the country, the cities who are dealing with the cotton textile. Earlier, in the initial stage, the two important cities had started producing the have started producing the cotton textile, and they were Mumbai and Ahmedabad. Here, I would like to mention one thing, and I would like to discuss one thing with you, that earlier the first cotton textile was established in the Mumbai, and after this first establishment, so many other cotton textile industries were established in the Mumbai. But the quality of cotton and the quality of that cloth was not so not sufficient efficient as compared to the quality of the cotton of Ahmedabad. So more number of the factories were established in Ahmedabad, and the importance of Mumbai cotton textile get decreased, and there was an increase in the importance of cotton textile of Ahmedabad. People have started purchasing the cloth of Ahmedabad rather than the Mumbai. So now my question is to you, that why this happened? ये क्यों हुआ, ऐसा क्यों हुआ कि भाई मुंबई इज, यू कैन से द मुंबई इज a huge city, you can say a cosmopolitan city from the beginning. ऐसा नहीं है कि आजकल से, पहले से ही. Okay, Mumbai is the industrial hub. Mumbai, the Maharashtra having the cotton soil, the black soil, and the large amount of the production can be done of the cotton, good quality of cotton. Then, number next, a huge labor force is available. A transportation is also available in Mumbai. Then why, what was the reason that the quality of the produced textile, the quality of the cloth was not comparable and was not equivalent to the cloth of Ahmedabad? थोड़ा सा दिमाग लगाइए. Yes, one of the student. Okay, so the answer is because of the climate. Because of the climate, the climate of Ahmedabad, the climate of Mumbai is a hot and humid. The climate of the Mumbai is hot and humid, and the climate of Ahmedabad is hot and dry. सो द हॉट एंड ह्यूमिड क्लाइमेट में अगर आप कपड़े को, एक बार कपड़ा बन जाता है, आप उसमें कलर करते हो तो आप उनको सुखाएंगे, तो वो कपड़ा जो है वो ह्यूमिडिटी की वजह से उसमें नमी रहेगी, और इनकी वजह से द क्वालिटी ऑफ द क्लॉथ जो है वो अच्छी नहीं होगी, क्योंकि वो कपड़ा जल्दी से फट जाएगा, क्योंकि वो मॉइस्चराइज्ड हुआ होता है कपड़ा. एंड इन अहमदाबाद द क्वालिटी ऑफ द क्लॉथ्स रिमेन मोर ड्यूरेबल, बिकॉज वो जो कपड़ा है वो लंबे समय तक स्ट्रॉन्ग रहता है, क्योंकि उनका क्लाइमेट जो है वो हॉट एंड, अहमदाबाद का क्लाइमेट हॉट एंड ड्राई क्लाइमेट है, इसलिए वो कपड़ा जब सुखा दे तो अच्छे से सूख जाता है कंप्लीटली. जब बन के रेडी होता है तो उसमें एकदम से नमी नहीं होती, इसीलिए अहमदाबाद की कॉटन जो है वॉज द वेरी फेमस and more better than the cotton of the Mumbai.